Hello everyone and welcome to the finale of Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. And today we are going to finish the last challenge with it, which is, the hardest one. The hardest survival challenge that is in the game. I don't know how it is called, but yeah, I'm sure it is going to be in the title, so yeah. That's how it's called. Yeah, anyway. We're just going to beat this final challenge and yeah, we are done with this playthrough then. Yeah, hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this gameplay because this is kind of post-commentary and I don't really like to do this, but it took me a long time to beat this, final challenge stuff, so yeah, that's why I decided to do it without commentary, and then I am just going to record random babbling of me over this gameplay. So yeah. I don't usually do that kind of stuff, only if it is really hard to complete something. Yeah, this was one of those situations that had a lot of preparing and training and tries and rage quits and the usual stuff until you can basically have the footage to work with. That is basically the one that you beat all the enemies. Well, I don't really want to do that kind of stuff. That yeah, I had no trouble to beat this, but yeah, it is really hard to beat this. I when I first last time did this challenge, it was a long time ago, but yeah, even then I had a lot of trouble, and now I'm even better in this game, but still it is really hard to do. Well, the other challenges didn't give me this much trouble, but this is a fucking nightmare to do. Well, whatever, it is I guess the hardest Dragon Ball Z challenge as far as from the challenges I did. And I completed, so yeah, maybe you guys can leave in the comments if you had or found some challenges harder. I don't know. Again, I mostly played the Budokai games and the Budokai Tenkaichi games, the newer ones. Yeah, I think Raging Blast or whatever it's called. I'm going to put, if I don't forget, the title of that game in the video. But yeah, that game is kind of dumb, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, people are going to rage because I'm telling them that one Dragon Ball game is dumb. Well, whatever. They're not all perfect, but they are okay, fighting games as far as, that goes. So yeah, I guess what else to talk about here? I guess we enjoy the gameplay and see if we can think about some random stuff that makes some sense. Not just, look around and be like, what's that noise in the background? Yeah, that's usually what happens if I don't know what to talk about. Get distracted by random noises in the background. Yeah. What else? Oh yeah, new Let's Plays are coming, of course. I don't know what is going to replace Dragon Ball, but I think Xenosaga has a few more episodes to get completed, and probably had to finish the Final Fantasy IV Complete Collection sooner or later. I think I have everything set up so I can record it, but I'm just distracted by other stuff, and I just don't get the time to record a lot of episodes of that, so I can just go and edit and upload them. Yeah, it is a different experience if you do anything, if you don't have someone else for you to edit. But I don't think I could find anyone, or well, I guess I could if I would try to, but I don't really need to, because as far as editing goes, I'm okay. I'm not the best, but I can do pretty much everything I want to do. So it's good enough for me, I guess. Whatever. I might even, well, whatever. So I usually will show off the people how I edit stuff if they ask, so whatever. Nothing too special, but yeah, I pretty much learned it from my own experience. No special, uh, courses or anything like that. Just I had the program in front of me. I fooled around it for a while and then figured out most of the stuff for my own. And yeah, looked up on YouTube some stuff how you make it. So I guess that counts as some kind of teaching process or whatever. Well, yeah, that works. That works for the most part. Most of the stuff you can look up on YouTube how to make, and yeah. Other than that, yeah. I guess if you have the will and the patience, you can learn pretty much everything you want to. So yeah, that's usually the case with stuff like editing or anything else. Pretty much, as far as my experience goes. So if you want to learn it, you are going to learn it, or maybe if you need to learn it for some whatever reason, for good grades or whatever your situation may be. Yeah, this is going to be a long video, so we need to talk about some random stuff. Maybe some few ghost stories. No, ghost stories are going to be so random in the gameplay video. Whatever. Maybe I should have invited someone to talk with me about over this video, because yeah, if I'm playing and commentating, I'm more focused on the gameplay. I'm not focused on anything, and my I guess thoughts drift around all over the place, and people are going to be confused. What the fuck am I talking about at all? Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, more random stuff. So I guess we are pretty much at the first boss, and yeah, I should have paid someone to do this. Like a random sports announcer guy that is like, yeah, Boo hit the Goku guy, and the Goku guy throws Boo, and Boo is still in the game, something like that. I guess that wouldn't work, but whatever, that would be still confusing. Or, yeah, the announcer guy from Soul Calibur, since he usually doesn't get to finish his sentences, because the game sometimes does, the thing that it just cuts to the battle, and yeah, you are battling now. The announcer doesn't have to finish anything. I guess the first boss here gave me some trouble, but other than that, it is a normal flowing battle. Okay. Yeah, those throws always get me. I'm not even sure if I know how to dodge them, but for the most part I just hit the enemy and yay! I didn't dodge it, but I avoided it. Well, that's pretty much the same. Yay! Whatever. Maybe put some... well, no. Music, I don't really like to put music. The uncopyrighted ones are usually not that good, except if you have patience to search around, because yeah, there are a few channels on YouTube that offer you music, and those are good to use. Those are mostly used in the videos that I at least heard from the bigger YouTubers even. I guess they got credited in the description or somewhere. I didn't really looked around that much if they credit it or if they need. Well, if you want to, you can credit that music because it's again uncopyrighted, I guess. So yeah, whatever. Yeah, I guess only if you make videos or search for that kind of stuff, you can notice that kind of little details that goes into, you know, making YouTube videos or whatever. Yeah, what else? Yeah, little by little, this video is making progress. How are we? Yeah, with time, well, we are almost at the third, so whatever, 10 minutes in, and I pretty much talked about anything I can think about, so that's not good. How is it that it's easier to do commentary if you are playing a game than, you know, after it? But yeah, this is totally unscripted, so I guess, yeah, that explains everything. I don't even need to add anything to that sentence. It's unscripted, so that explains why it's bad. Whatever. It's still a better script than the story to Twilight, I guess. Someone is going to rage about that, but I don't care. Twilight is dumb. Yeah, whatever. I think I just watched the first, you know, episode, and I don't really care to watch the rest, but whatever. Maybe we should talk about Dragon Ball stuff, since there is a new movie coming out and people are totally super excited about that, because Goku and Vegeta are going to turn into Super Saiyan gods, I guess. Even though their hair is now blue for some reason, I don't get that, but I guess the movie is going to explain it. Can't wait for it though. So the Battle of Gods movie was pretty cool. Yeah, and this one is going to have more battles, so that's always good. You know, the overly epic battles that Dragon Ball has, those are the best. Well, it's still better than... Well, I don't know if the battles are better than Naruto. Maybe? Well, it's on a different scale, so you can't really compare the two, because, you know, in Dragon Ball, most of the you know, characters can destroy planets. In Naruto, well, Madara can drop a meteor on you, so he goes all Sephiroth like that and drops a meteor like on you. So that's, I guess, cool. And he gets stronger later, so I guess that is the closest that you can get. But still, I feel like the battles, like the characters are, you know, are on a totally different scale, so that's why you can't really compare the fights like that, since it's a totally different like approach, since they try to be more strategic. So it's like when, you know, Goku and Piccolo teamed up on Raditz. That's like most of the fights feel in Naruto. Like the characters sometimes are weak and they try to figure out a strategy to beat a random bad guy. Well, yeah, that I guess is the best description for the battles in Naruto and well, Naruto Shippuden to be more exact, because there you get, you know, 2-on-1 battles, and, you know, even crazier stuff like that, like a whole one enemy fighting a whole army, and that one enemy still wins. Well, it's a good introduction, to, you know, to introduce the main villain or something like that. But yeah, still, it's pretty cool. Yeah, let's talk about animes, and that seems to work out. What else? Well, the fillers are bad. The fillers are really bad in Naruto. Well, there are always fillers, and there are always going to be fillers in, you know, animes, but you kinda have to know how to paste them. So, like, for example, you don't want to put in the... Well, I'm going to just reference the last filler that I watched in Naruto, because that's, you know, fresh. The tuning exams, when you are, you know, at the final battle and the two main characters are dying. Oh yeah, spoilers, by the way. if you didn't watch that far or didn't read the manga that far or whatever. I'm not going to care, so I'm still going to spoil everything. Yeah, so it's like the main characters are dying, and yeah, let's just flash back to a totally unrelated plot for no reason whatsoever, and let's show that for like 20 episodes. Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad, but finally they are back, you know, to the main plot. But yeah, now we get more how is it called? Oh, Obito, yeah, flashbacks, so yay for that. We don't have enough of that already. It's pretty much everything is explained at this point, so I'm not even sure why they bothered to put more of those in. So we basically segued from one filler into another. That's pretty bad. So as far as you know, the fillers go in Naruto. It's sometimes, good. They can be good fillers, like, the well, what was a good filler? I like the one, when they explain the backstory of, well, yeah, for the most part, when they explain the backstory of one character or multiple characters. That's how you do a filler. And yeah, it is related to the story. If they put in a new character, okay, we are going to explain his backstory, because for the most part we didn't do it. And yeah, that makes sense. But if you are like, okay, now we are going to put in like random missions that they did when they were Genin, but well, we didn't bother to put them into the Naruto series because we are, I don't know. Yeah, that is dumb. Like, imagine if in Dragon Ball, like, Goku is charging up a Kamehameha and he's like having a flashback how he learned the Kamehameha from Master Roshi and stuff like that. Yeah, it is the best comparison I can make. Yeah, I guess you watched Dragon Ball. It is, people complaining, okay, Goku is charging up an attack for multiple episodes. Well, it is still better than watch fillers for multiple episodes that have nothing to do with anything. At least that's my standpoint on it. Your opinion may differ from mine, but I guess the comment section is going to only decide that if people agree with me, and if they don't, and if you don't, yeah, you can, I guess, explain your viewpoint to, or whatever you think about Naruto Shippuden and Dragon Ball, and yeah, you can explain why you would think that, I guess, Naruto Shippuden is better. Well, for the most part, I can pinpoint one reason which I guess enjoyed about Naruto and the Naruto Shippuden series more, is when if a character dies, he or she stays dead. So as far as that goes, yeah, death has a consequence in the series. Where in Dragon Ball, you have their Dragon Balls and the characters are just going to revive their fallen comrades. So as far as that goes, yeah, the Naruto series did a far better job with that. If I don't even know what would you call that kind of stuff, I guess just random character death or whatever, but yeah, you can do it I guess like that, because in Dragon Ball, one character dies, okay, he stays dead for a while and they just wish him back. He may or may not get stronger, get a power boost because he trains in the other world, because that makes totally sense. You can train in the other world. Yeah, so I guess that would be one reason why I guess Naruto is better than Dragon Ball. But I still like both series, but I still think Naruto is taking a way long time with these fillers, and yeah, fillers. You can do like fillers where, for example, you have the episode that the um, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura are trying to basically uncover how Kakashi's face is looking. And yeah, that's a funny filler. It is not related to the plot, but it is, you know, a fresh idea that it's funny. It's entertaining to watch how these characters trying to, you know, solve this problem or interact with each other. And yeah, that's how you do a funny filler that's not boring. If you're doing a filler that's, you know, pretty much explained just from a different viewpoint, that's just bad. That's just a waste of the time, and no one is going to watch that. Well, maybe you are going to watch it like once and be done with it, or speed through with the episode, because you are like, I heard this like 1,000 times before, I'm not going to listen to this, and you just skip the episode. Because yeah, there are like episodes like that are just pretty much repeat or a sum up, where it's not even a sum up, but I don't even know what to call it. It's a filler inside a filler. I don't even know how they did that. It only makes sense if you watch it. If it doesn't, it is really hard to explain when you know something is done bad, and you know you just know it's bad, but you know, well, I guess I did my best to explain it. I know, maybe, you know, people who actually work with, you know, how to review animes have a better experience to explain why the, you know, the fillers in Naruto are so bad, or maybe there aren't for some people, I don't know. For me, the most of them were boring and not really interesting. Yeah, so yeah. I guess let's think about a filler that was bad in Dragon Ball. Well, the one that I can think, you know, off the top of my head, because yeah, it's been a while since I watched the whole series, but like when they prepare to fight Cell, and they don't really train. They just, you know, hang around and drive cars. Well, the fillers were actually good, but I guess the timing was bad, because here you have a villain that can like destroy the whole world without any effort, and the main characters are like, yeah, let's just fool around and take a breather for a while, which I guess makes sense, because in context, yeah, you didn't really see these characters ever take a break, but you could have put that kind of stuff in between the sagas, like, I don't even know where, like, you know, when Goku returns from like the yeah, planet Namek, and you know, have a little reunion with his family and stuff like that, and how yeah, that would have worked out better than, you know, put a relaxing episode into, or that kind of relaxing episode. I don't even know what would have fitted better there, to be honest, but yeah. Oh yeah, and the end of Dragon Ball Z is really bad. That's pretty much the fact. That anime haze was like one of the worst endings. Well, I didn't really watch that much anime, so I'm pretty sure that there are animes that had worse endings, but yeah, the ending to Dragon Ball Z is pretty bad too, because, you know, you have an unfinished or the story stays unfinished, I guess, for the reason that they wanted to continue it, but they didn't really had, you know, an idea at the times. It feels like rushed, that ending, at least in my opinion. Like, you don't really get that feeling that the story has ended or an arc has ended. Like, I don't even know what have would been a better way to finish the Z, series. But yeah, Goku flying off with a random new I don't even know, a random new character. That would be the best way to describe it. That has nothing to do with anyone, and yeah, he's leaving his family behind, he's leaving his friends behind just to train with this new well, character. Well, yeah, I guess better to better explain to train him, but still, it's not a way to end the Z saga or the Z series. I guess a better way would be like, I don't even know where that belongs to, where you can see like Goku Jr. and Vegeta Jr. fight at a tournament, and like Pan is watching that. I'm not sure if it's that's GT's ending or like a special thing. I think GT's ending is like Goku flies away with a dragon or something like that, which makes perfect sense. But yeah, that ending would actually make more sense, because you have a bigger time skip, and you have, like, if you want to continue the story, big enough space, like a big enough time frame to put in pretty much any story what you want. It wouldn't erase, or you wouldn't have the need to rewrite anything, like any mistakes you made, if you made any, But yeah, that kind of ending, like you show a scene from the future, like after generations and generations, how the characters are still around, but I mean the characters grandchilds are around, and they still have that rivalry and urge to become strong fighters. And yeah, that would have been a better ending than Goku flying off with a random new character that has never shown or never, well, it was, I guess, mentioned because Goku kind of wished for him, even though, yeah, the wish was kind of more like used up to restore his energy. Yeah, so I don't know how like Oob came into existence, but I'm pretty sure someone can explain that for whatever random reason. I don't know, is Oob even in the mangas? Can somebody like put a reference into the comments? Well, if someone is going to do that, that would be awesome, but because I didn't read the mangas, I know that there are differences. I guess it would have the same ending, because yeah, why would the manga and the series have different endings? I mean, it wouldn't make sense, but it wouldn't be the first time. And yeah, I guess that sums up my thoughts on Dragon Ball. And yeah, we filled up a big time frame with that, so let's talk about a different topic, which is, I guess, interesting for me and maybe interesting for you to listen to. What else? Yeah, what else? Oh yeah, well, I don't want to talk about the Naruto games because I'm feeling I can, feel a different video with that and better explain my feelings towards the Naruto games. And yeah, better to do a different video or a review about those, because let's focus about in this video about Dragon Ball stuff. Let's talk about GT. Even though I didn't watch that much of the GT series, so I guess I'm not the best, or I guess the best source to give an opinion on that series. But from what I watched it was bad. It is like, I don't know. Yeah, the first episode. I watched that. So what's this now? I paused the game. Oh yeah, we will have to wait to get it unpaused. Yeah, there we go. I'm pretty sure I took a little break there. Anyway, yeah, GT. So the first episode is like, Emperor Pilaf sneaks into like that tower or whatever it is called, and uses the Dragon Balls, makes a wish somehow without. Oh yeah, I think they noticed him, but still manages to make a wish that Goku basically will be the same size as him, which I guess, I don't even know why would you do that. It would have made more sense to give, if you start a new series, to give the role to the next generation. I don't know how you would continue like the Z series. I guess we'll find out, since there is going to be a Dragon Ball Super series. So I guess that will be you know, the best way best way to find out how they will continue this Z series. But other than that, the GT continuation is like, well, not 2 steps backwards, but a lot more steps backwards, if that makes sense. Yeah, so like the action is toned down, the story is most of it is pretty much a joke. The characters are pretty much unrecognizable, and even the animation got worse somehow. at least as far as my opinion goes. At least for what I saw of the series, yeah, that makes the most logical approach to form that sentence. Just that people don't get you know, angry about that. What else? Yeah, so the start of the series made no sense. Why would you make Goku weaker? Or if you would make him weaker, there is pretty much another way to do that. Like, Z started off killing off Goku, so you could have done that in GT too, just to show off like a new villain that even Goku couldn't stop, and the Z fighters had to figure out a way to stop him. Like, that's how you start a series. At least, yeah, it's a new threat, so you just drop a big bomb at the start of the new series, and then you get everyone's attention. Not like the random enemy that is pretty much not mentioned even in Dragon Ball Z, only like at the beginning of, and somewhere at the end of the original Dragon Ball series. So I don't know if he was even that kind of a big threat in that series even, so he was pretty much like the first villain, but for the most part he wasn't really taken seriously even by the main characters. So that's how you know that you know, a villain is, I don't know, bad, but unimportant. That's more like how you can, you know, see or being, I don't even know what I wanted to say. Anyway, yeah, I guess GT has like 3 arcs. Like, you have the baby saga, which is, you know, a random parasite possesses the Saiyans, and Goku has to beat them. I don't even know how to approach that because that's kinda dumb. I don't know, like make Goku fight, I guess, his own friends because a random random enemy, or I don't even know how to describe it. I'm pretty sure there is a better approach to do an enemy that you don't have to basically rely on forcing on your main character to fight other main characters. I don't know. It felt, you know, off. It felt really off that those characters would, you know, be beaten so easily and then, you know, be controlled by this parasite, or I don't even know what baby is, to be honest. So easily, yeah. So that is that as far as that goes. The fights, I don't even know. Yeah, they were bad. They were bad. That, yeah, as far as I saw them, I guess the only good one is, you know, the final one between Goku and Baby Vegeta, which is still not that great, but whatever. Another, well, the Android Saga, well, another Android Saga, yes, which was okay, as far as I can remember. I didn't really watch that much, but the concept of it kinda sounds okay-ish. Like some of the old characters return and they have to fight them, and yeah. Don't really watch that much episodes of them, so can't really know. I guess I should have done more research about this. But yeah, the other problem is GT is pretty much unwatchable. So yeah, as far as for me, I just, it is so bad and so like it has just such a different feeling, even from the original Dragon Ball. I had no problem to rewatch it, you know, this much later. It doesn't have that nostalgia. Yeah, it has that nostalgia feel about it. But even if you are not nostalgic about that series, I'm pretty sure you would still be like, yeah, it is not a great series, like it is not the best anime ever made, but it's still a good anime. And the same goes to, you know, Dragon Ball Z. Like the plot is not the best, but the fight and the action is okay, is really good, and that's what you watch Dragon Ball for the fights and the action and the, you know, ridiculous stuff that happened. And if you take all of that from the series, like you try to tone it down for whatever random reason, I don't know, maybe make it more child friendly, or I don't even know why would you make that. When you had, you know, in Z that characters like Tien's arm was pretty much torn off, and you know, like this house cells pretty much sucked in a human. That, like, that scene even was censored, I'm pretty sure, in some regions. So yeah, like if you go from that to like, yeah, we are like, I don't know, child friendly now, and not that well. Dragon Ball wasn't even that dark, but a GT, I mean, after Z and you go into GT and you expect it to have at least the same feel as Dragon Ball, and if it is worse than that, you are like, what went wrong here? Like, I guess the main reason is, yeah, the original creator wasn't part, I mean, on the board and part of the whole process, and yeah, then you lose that Dragon Ball feel to it. That sums it up, because yeah, I do know about the fact that, yeah, he didn't work with the, you know, team that worked on GT. Like, that was a totally different team, I guess. I don't know if the the guys who did the animations were the same, but yeah, they got lazy. Yeah. Oh yeah, and I guess the final saga, which was actually the idea of it was pretty good. Just the execution was pretty lame and bad. Like the Dragon Balls build up negative, negative energy, and uh, you have to fight those dragons to because they are bad and they want to destroy anything. And yeah, that would be another good way to finish off. Like, you don't have the Dragon Balls anymore, so you can't call the series Dragon Balls. Yeah. Like, I don't even know. Like a like a final enemy type of thing. It would make sense to finish off the series like that. Like the one thing that you relied on the whole pretty much time turns evil and tries to destroy you. Like, it's like a good twist. Like, you don't have to build it up. It's not like out of the blue, and like you wouldn't expect it, and it would be good. But the execution of it was like the worst. Well, not the worst, but still, like, it was really bad. Like, most of the dragons were not even a threat. Like, no, you have to make it like uh, some characters like split up and try to beat one dragon, and the other characters do and team up to another dragon to take down another dragon, and you pretty much have all these characters, and they try to defeat all of the dragons, and some of them may succeed and some of them won't, like like pretty much how the Naruto series at the very end had that, like, Choji fought those Orochimaru, or I mean the team fought those Orochimaru enemies, and yeah, some of them succeeded, some of them didn't, and yeah, the last time the ones who didn't got saved, and yeah, that's how you do like a good final battle thing. And yeah, that, I guess that would have been the most another good conclusion to the series. Like, all the characters that are part of the Z Fighters, I guess, would take down at least one of the dragons, or at least try to take down one of these dragons, and succeed or either fail. And yeah, at the very end, of course, they would join together, and the Goku and it had to be on Goku and Vegeta to take them down. But then what happened was Pan and Goku took down all of the dragons. Yeah, and of the very end, Vegeta turned into a Super Saiyan 4 because Bulma built a machine for him to turn into Super Saiyan 4. Yeah, bravo, fucking whoa. That's not how you do it. Like, I don't even know, like, if like Bulma would have built a machine to make Vegeta like the strongest being in the universe, he would pretty much say no because of his pride and stuff. Like, Vegeta is not the kind of character that would accept an easy solution like that. He would be like, like Goku is like, he would want to reach that kind of strength on his own, and he wouldn't want to, have like that kind of power instantly. Yeah, so that's another, you know, big minus. And also the fight against Omega Shenron is a joke. most of the fights were that, but that is really bad. I mean, there are parts of it that are good, but there are parts of it that you are just face palming. Like, why would you even use that in Dragon Ball, or even after Dragon Ball Z, or I mean those techniques that they use. And yeah, Um, I think that should be enough rambling about Dragon Ball stuff, since we are almost at the end of the video. I think it turned out pretty fine. I should have thought of at least to talk about Dragon Ball stuff in a Dragon Ball video. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Why wouldn't you do that? And yeah, the final boss is down. Hopefully you all enjoyed this gameplay. I think I'm just going to show off the score that I got for anyone who cares. If you want to get a higher score than me and want to uh, do an upload thing, yeah, sure, go for it. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm done with this. So, yeah, I'm going to see you all next time. So, bye.